American Idol.
That's the one. When he was on that show, he was like the only one that's not trying to hurt their
Okay,
feelings.
let me vent on my singing talent show. The Voice. Holy hell, give us some time to miss you. It goes one season right after the other, and it's like, oh my gosh. I need some time to miss you.
Oh, man.
And guess what?
Should we start the show soon?
Yeah, Jordan, you ready? You ready?
Yeah, I should be ready.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm starting, everyone. Ready? Ready, everyone? Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, chat. Hey, chat, everyone in chat, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to our rants there.
We'll keep going. I mean,
we will keep going.
It may even pop up in the show because it's on my mind right now.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get this show on the road. Thanks for joining us, chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome to X1 Bros. We are all Xbox One all the time. We are the #1 Xbox One podcast on the internet right now. This is podcast number 15. Thank you for joining us. We've got a good show for you today. As always, I am joined by the usual, the bros, the X1 Bros. First, the man whom we simply refer to as Cupcake. Mr. McSpicy, Spicy Man, Mark Haywood.
No, we call him hipster now.
Oh, no. I'm sweet. I'm sweet and lovable. And cute, too. So, thanks, David. A good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
And it's food. I love food.
Let's go to happy today. Happy.
Oh, yes.
Happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And second, he's been on Canadian internet, but next week he gets the far superior American internet. He's our resident Canadian, rad like my dad, Mark Ashley.
Finally, I become a true American. Yeah. I'm living the American dream.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
Isn't that what the American dream is? Fast internet?
Yeah, because we have crappy internet compared to a lot of the world, but whatever. You want me to get on that rant? I will right now.
And last but not least, he just got back from his honeymoon, but life with him is always a honeymoon. It's Jordan the man, Jordan Paskett.
Hi.
Spoken like a man in love. No comment, Jordan?
Yep.
Nice.
He's already been trained. Speak when spoken to. Nicely done.
Oh, man.
Anyways, we got a great show. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let's get right into it. What is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week, Jordan?
Okay, it's actually a really cool week. So I was gone half the week, so I didn't get to, look at all the news stories, but I did read them all today. And thanks to X1 Bros, we have a good news segment.
That's me.
So, first thing on the news, probably the thing everybody wants to hear about is Titanfall. New update is coming out, and they have a lot of cool things. So they have the new game mode, which is called...
Wait, didn't it already come out this week?
Titanfall update already came out this week.
He's been on
He's
a
been on a
honeymoon.
honeymoon. You
Give him
can't
a
blame
break.
him.
Okay, Titanfall update came out this week. They have a new game mode called Marked for Death. Basically, one player on each team is marked for death, and you have to kill that person. That's actually a pretty cool idea for a game mode.
Yeah,
So,
I haven't had. Has anyone of us had a chance to hop on Titanfall this week? I have. We're planning to this weekend, I know, but I don't think any of us has checked that out. I will say
I played
that.
it earlier, but not.
Oh, did you play that game mode at all?
Not yet. I played it before it came out.
Oh, okay. I am looking forward to that game mode. I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
it does sound pretty cool. They also have 14 new burn cards for amped Titan weapons.
Nice.
So you know how you get like the amped assault rifle, you can now get like amped Titan weapons, which is pretty cool. They have new insignias and voices for the Titans. So like the Titan voice is a girl, you can change it. And then insignias, we all know what those are. You can decal your Titan, make it more customizable. And they've also a bunch of bug fixes, improvements, and then they also mentioned improved matchmaking to better balance teams and have more even matches.
Nice.
Cool.
It was actually between all the bug fixes and new modes. It was quite a big patch, so pretty cool. They have the full patch notes over at the Titanfall website, and we'll probably have it in the show notes. Games out available now on the Xbox. There's quite a few games that came out this week.
Oh yeah, they just popped up out of nowhere too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So it looks like there's 5 altogether, and starting from the top, Transformers is one of them. RBI Baseball, Valiant Hearts, Another World 20th Anniversary, and Contrast are the 5 new games that came out on Xbox One.
Nice, not too bad. Most, with the exception of Transformers, independent games. All of those, right?
Yep. Yeah,
ID
yeah.
and Xbox.
So, and all right, next in games, Rainbow Six.
Wait, for all the people that are going to hammer me on that, Valiant Hearts is by Ubisoft, not an independent developer, but it's an independent-like game, is my point.
Okay.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank
well
you.
done. Good correction.
Thank you. We just try to be accurate and correct on this show. So, go ahead. For those of you listening, it's an inside joke. We've gotten accused of not being accurate, even though we read our stuff straight from like Xbox official sites and so on and so forth. But that's a story for another time. So we try our best.
Yeah, we'll do that in discussion time because
Yeah.
we're all pretty pissed about that. So.
No. If we make mistakes, that's good. But we try our best. So don't jump on us if we make a mistake. Just gently correct us.
And well, yeah, we want to get better, yeah. And just so everyone knows, I mispronounce everything. I'm from Utah, so that's just how it is.
Say
and I apologize.
Say mountain.
Mountain.
There you go. Case in point, everyone. Case
There's
in
no
point.
T in mountain.
We've got Utah and a Canadian. Canadian, say Mario.
Mario.
Oh,
No,
liar.
say how you normally
Say it.
It's Mario.
Mario. Oh, my gosh. See, you can't blame us. We're full of
It's me,
retards on this
Mario.
show.
Yeah, anyways, it's Ubisoft, not Ubisoft, apparently. We're trying our best. Okay, so...
All right, sorry. Back to the news. Sorry. Interruption. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay, yeah. So we have Transformers, RBI Baseball, Valiant Hearts, Another World 20th Anniversary, and Contrast. In other game news, Rainbow Six announced that they will have male hostages.
Oh, I can't wait to rescue those dudes.
Yeah, so not only can you rescue female hostages, you can rescue male hostages as well. Also, another cool one, Legend of Korra Avatar. Anybody who's into Avatar, Legend of Korra is the newest Avatar that they have on Nickelodeon. If you're actually not watching the show right now, you should be watching that show. So
I'm not. I know I should.
Jordan the Man is a huge fan of it, as are most of us.
Yeah.
Although
Yes.
I'm waiting to watch that later. But
and they're coming out with a game. Is it? I don't even know how to say it. Pentium, Platinum. Is it Platinum? Maybe it's just Platinum.
okay, I'll
Platinum
search.
Games? Okay. Well, no, it's Platinum. I think it's Platinum. Oh, I know it's Platinum Games. I just want to make sure I was pronouncing it right since we were on.
Okay.
Anyway, they're coming out with it. It's they don't have a specific release date, but it is available for download this fall. So pretty soon. Metro, the HD edition or Redux edition comes out. Metro Redux edition comes out August 26th. So that's pretty cool. I'm planning to get that because it looks cool. Ubisoft announced, and I don't even know I don't know about this one. But Ubisoft announced that Just Dance is now an esport.
They announce that?
They did.
They did it alongside who's the big gaming commission? The competitive e-gaming. I don't know. I saw that story though. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Just Dance
Anyway.
gone gaming.
Yeah,
You can
so-
dance.
Anyway,
Bring
if
it to
you're
the game.
into the competitive dancing scene,
Yeah.
and Just Dance is probably a game that you're going to want to pick up.
I like that. I think that'll be entertaining to watch. Actually.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about
Hey,
that.
say what you want.
Are we going to get into discussion on this? Because I'm conflicted. I don't think I like that. Can I say that?
Yeah. We will discuss
and the
this
reason
later,
I don't
but
like that is because Just Dance uses motion controls, right?
Well, this one's Dance
yeah.
Central, isn't it?
No, this is Just
Just
Dance.
Dance.
Oh, this is Just Dance. Oh.
Yeah, it uses motion controls, and I think
Yeah.
those are too imprecise to make it a professional gaming scene.
Well, you only have to use one hand.
I know, but regardless, I don't think the technology is there to support the technicality that comes with professional gaming.
Well, you've got to think you're not, because they ported that. It's basically but for the Kinect, you've got to think it's not going to be a controller, because it's probably going to be the next Just Dance and on, right?
I know, but still, I think we're still years away from having any sort of motion control or anything outside, any input device outside of an actual controller that has low latency. I don't think that is possible. Am I the only one thinking
Well,
that?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. It's still all fair because everybody has the same latency.
Yeah, everyone's playing
play,
in the same
so-
room on the same screen. You know
But-
what I mean?
Okay, then
Everyone's at
I
the same
guess-
disadvantage. It's like wheelchair
Yeah.
basketball.
But that's just okay.
I
Whatever.
don't. I don't see it as.
No, hey, there you go. There's a good analogy. It's like wheelchair basketball. I don't like wheelchair basketball because no one can dunk or run or move, but they all play the same, so it's the same disadvantage. They're all the same disadvantage.
Okay.
It's just like Just Dance. Are you not getting my analogy here? There's nothing wrong with it because they all are equal.
Wheelchair basketball. That just came out of nowhere.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Okay.
On
sorry.
that note,
I just got home from work, people. Come on, leave me alone.
another exciting announcement, which I have it, so I'll be planning on streaming it when it comes out. Destiny beta begins in late July, and it's super easy to get the beta. All you got to do is pre-order the game. So
Nice.
it's going to be an open beta. I'm pretty sure it's an open beta because everybody who pre-ordered the game gets it. So it's going to be a beta. Starts late July. If you want it, just go put $5 down at GameStop or Walmart or wherever you pre-order it from. You can
Want
even,
it?
I think you can even pre-order it from their website, from one of the retailers, and they'll email you a beta code. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that because I think Destiny looks pretty cool, and I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Minecraft, we've heard a lot about Minecraft in the past couple months, but the Minecraft console sales have surpassed the PC sales.
Wow.
That's huge.
Big deal, actually.
That is a big
Yeah.
deal.
So, because it actually started on the console got into it, maybe a
Couple
year
years late,
or
right?
two after? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not sure. Maybe a year or two after.
A couple
but-
years.
Yeah, because I know it was on the PC first, and then it came to the 360, and then now this year it was released on the PlayStation 3 and other stuff. So, but good for them. And now they're coming to the Xbox One and PS4 later this year.
Yeah, they're gonna make so much money. Just think.
Yeah.
They're not even on next gen consoles.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I saved this for last. We covered it a little last week, but good to go over it again. The July Xbox update. They have in the July update that's coming out this next month. They're going to have an achievement tracker in real time, so you can have it snapped and track it in real time. Excuse me. So I think that's pretty cool. I like achievements. I know there's people that don't like achievements and don't care, but for someone like me who does like achievements, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
They're also going to have a like game DVR feature, kind of like how you like posts on Facebook or other stuff like that. I can go into Ratted Like My Dad's clip that he made and give it like a thumbs up, So that's pretty cool. Also, they're going to have a choice of language. Now, I'm just going to read what they said because I don't really know how to explain this in a proper way. So I'm just going to read the post they said. They said for choice of spoken language option, in New Zealand, Ireland, or Australia, you will now be able to select voice controls using English or German model from other countries.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
So it
from
takes
other-
into account accents and stuff. I mean, the way you say stuff, right? So you're gonna be so it'll be more accurate for those people.
Yeah. And then it also goes on to say you can now choose any of the English models that fit you.
Yeah.
End quote. So.
Is there Canadian in it?
Oh, we'll find in a couple weeks.
Do they say A after every word?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Go to Mario Brothers 3.
Mario. Go to Mario. Forza, select Celica. Toyota Celica.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go to Mori. I don't know. I can't do your accent.
But anyway, that's it for the news. Sorry, it was kind of not,
No, it was kind of a slow news week. That was excellent.
But thanks again to X1 Bros for helping me out with the news since I was on vacation.
That's me.
And yeah, next week we'll be back to normal. So.
Woo! Cannot wait. With that, it is time for a segment that has become quite popular amongst our users.
Saving the day. And your wallet.
The segment where we try and save you some money. Mark, what can people buy this week?
Okay, GameStop has Wolfenstein: The New Order for $39.99. And that's new. That's not a used game, so that is brand new. And then over at Best Buy, we've got Titanfall for $44.99 and FIFA 14 for $44.99. But these sales at Best Buy will end the 28th, so tomorrow. And then we've got Amazon has Call of Duty Ghosts for $19.99 plus free shipping. Awesome. And they've also got, this is Amazon again, Garden Warfare, Plants and Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies. Sorry, Plants vs. Zombies, not Plants and Zombies. For $29.93, so it's $10 off of that. $10.06 actually, but that's about it. Titanfall you can get at GameFly for used $34.99, so you'll save $10 from Best Buy instead of Best Buy if you want it used, or you can get it new at Best Buy for $44.
Cool.
But that is about it this week.
Awesome. Check those out. Spend yourself some cashola and have some fun.
That's enough, the both of you.
Ow! All right, this is the time where we discuss what we've been playing and what we've been up to. Let's start with Jordan. What have you been playing this week?
I played a couple phone games on the car ride.
I had a curiosity. What phone games did you play?
I played Words with Friends, and then this game where you basically have to balance a car while you're moving.
Nice. All right, he was on his
Other
honeymoon.
than that, I played this game. It's not a video game. It's called Solar Quest. It's basically Monopoly in space.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
it
like
wasn't.
space, I
It
like
wasn't very
Monopoly.
cool. It's
Oh,
like from the '90s.
Okay, then. Not that cool.
So,
Some
but,
90s game can be pretty cool.
but I'm gonna play Titanfall. Next week.
Yeah, I think we're all
So.
planning on getting back to that with this update. So, Red, like my dad, let's start with you. What have you been up to this week?
I played just a tiny bit of Titanfall. I've been playing WildStar a little bit, just a couple days of it, but yeah. There's Jordan right there with that. And then I played 1001 Spikes last night with Mr. McSpicy.
Okay, second week in, you've gotten to play that game. Recommend still? Because I think last week you recommended it. Recommend still or not recommend?
For co-op, yes. Single player, I would not do very good on that game. So basically, I was like, I'd start off and I would die, and then Mark would just continue on the rest of the level. But,
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. Last week I didn't like it as much. This week I enjoyed it more, and I think I could I could see, like Mark told me last night, it's about perfecting it. And yeah, I was trying to do
Yeah.
it in one motion, and I know you guys thought I was messing around, but I was having fun, man.
It was a lot of fun.
it is a lot of fun, like especially with
Yeah, with
your
co-op,
friends.
that game is
Yeah.
a ton of fun with co-op. So, Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood, how about you? What were you up to this week?
I played Titanfall, believe it or not. I played I played more than I've played in a long time, so I played with a couple friends of the community too. And I had a good time.
Okay, how was it, before you go on, how was it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in our situation, there's been so many games coming out lately, the four of us, have not played that in a while, and it was our go-to game there for a couple months. How was it coming back?
Yeah, usually there's like a warm-up period anyways. I mean, my first game was the best game I played all night. So
wow.
I don't know what that means, but I got first place. I was MVP, which whatever. But I wasn't expecting that to happen. But it's not too bad. It's like falling on a bike. You can do it anytime you want, I guess. So
falling on a bike.
Falling on a bike.
or riding.
You can fall on a bike
can do it
whenever you
anytime
want.
you
It's
want.
true.
Just
Yeah, yeah. It's just like that. So no, it wasn't too bad. Although I mean, I've played a lot of FPSs in my day, so I don't know if that matters. But I've always been limited by lack of map knowledge. I I still am learning the maps, and so compared to a month ago when I was playing that every day, it's not bad. It was still fun. I still think it's a fantastic game.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Nice, cool.
question about that map knowledge. Do you guys use the app at all when you play Titanfall?
No.
For like a map and stuff like that?
It's
I
too
forget
hard
about it.
for me. It's too hard. I've tried it, but it's distracting for myself.
Because
but
I've yet to try it. I have the app on my tablet, and I've loaded it up and just played with it, just here at the desk. I've never used it during game, but I think it's cool that you can
it is
use it
cool.
as a map
It is.
and stuff.
I think where it would
okay.
come in handy is if you and a friend were taking turns playing or something, and you
Oh,
could be like,
okay,
"Hey,
yeah,
watch
yeah.
your back," or "Hey, there he is around the corner." You know what I mean? Type of deal. But
Yeah, I
Oh,
totally
yeah.
forgot about that app.
sorry to go off on the Titanfall phrase, but I'm interested because we're gonna hop back into it, just how it felt getting back into it. Because sometimes it's not what you remember, but that's good that it was just as fun as ever.
If the transition felt smooth for me going back to it, so
Good.
I still think it's a great game. I also played 1001 Spikes. Obviously, I streamed that on Monday for 4 hours or so. And unlike you guys, I love the single player. I love it. It's frustrating, but like I said, like we were talking about yesterday, David, the point of the game is memorization of the levels and perfecting the levels, and then the satisfying feeling you get when you complete a level.
Yeah.
And it's very rewarding.
No, I was
So-
watching. I actually jumped into your stream on Monday, and the level you were on, I was like, "Oh man, can you imagine doing that with four
With
of us?
four people?
There'd be
Yeah,
no way."
no
I actually
kidding.
think that game gets harder with 4 players than just 1 player.
Well, and the reason is you have 1001 lives, and when we have 4 people, we lose 4 lives every time we try the level.
Yeah, it's like playing it on veteran mode.
Oh, but yeah, just good music, relaxing, good chat. A lot of the friends of the show came in and watched me play it. It's so much. It's a fun game. I would absolutely buy it for $15 if you if you like hard games, hard 2D platformers. It's a no-brainer to buy for me. So, and usually these games aren't co-op. This is like the first hard 2D co-op game that I know of. I don't know of any others actually, and that makes it fun hanging out on the couch.
Yeah, no, it does. That's the same screen co-op. They've kind of gotten away from that. I wonder if they'll slowly be coming back. Just like board games are making a comeback because of the social aspect, in person. I bet you will. I wonder if we'll start to see a comeback of the couch co-op style of gaming. I hope so, because
Yeah.
I think it's a ton of fun. But
I also played Watch Dogs. Those
Oh.
3 games.
Watch Dogs, are you any closer to your road to 100%?
No, I didn't play for very much,
No.
but I still like that game too. So
Yeah,
I just, that's a game I can just relax whenever I want, just hang out and play it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to really sink my teeth into that one yet. Too many other games coming out.
I know it's just gonna get worse too.
Yeah.
So,
For myself this week, I also played 1001 Spikes on the Couch Cast, like we all did. Obviously, but my game was Valiant Hearts: The Great War. This was right up my alley. Same engine, that UB art. I'm just engine that Child of Light uses. And I really like it. It's a different game. It's not what you expect when you get into it, and so it's going to take a specific. It's more of a niche game than Child of Light is, in the respect that it's very historical based and it focuses a lot on the history of World War I. You go between these 4 or 5 different characters, and you play each of their stories individually, and then their stories cross, and then as you're doing it, you get collectibles and you get historical facts about each place you're in, about World War I, and I found it fascinating. But I love history. I love World War history, especially, and World War I is not, we were always on World War II because it was the most recent, but World War I history is incredibly interesting, and I think this game does a good job. It's not as good as Child of Light. The music is very good. I think Mark said it best yesterday.
Mr. McSpicy.
Mr. McSpicy, yes. The music doesn't have a ton of variety, but what is there is good.
yeah. Well, and see, that's a shame because the music. I watched almost your entire stream when you were streaming that. You streamed for like 4 hours, which is impressive, David. I'm proud of
thank
you.
you. Hey, thank
The music didn't vary very much. It's so good, but it kind of got stale for me because it was the same music for 4 hours.
Yeah. And granted, I mean, it might change. We're not at the end yet, but what did get better as it went on was the stories. At first, it started out and it was fun. Not the most engaging puzzles or stories at the very beginning, but then when you start switching characters and you see how they cross, it gets better and gets more momentum. So all in all, I would give that game where it stands right now a 7.5 or an 8. It's a very good game. It's not as good as Child of Light, but it is good. I really enjoy it. It's a different experience. If you want something that's different, that's new, that's trying to be different, this Valiant Hearts is where it's at. I really enjoy what they did with incorporating history, especially.
Yeah, that seems like a higher score than I was expecting from you at this point. So
yeah, no, 7. If I just played the first 2 hours and were to score it, it probably would have been a 7 or a 6.5. But that second 2 hours, it got better as it went along, and I think it's because the puzzles got more engaging. Another thing that I would feel bad if I didn't mention is this game. Child of Light is a RPG, essentially, right? You level up your characters, you decide who fights, when they fight. You are in control. Valiant Hearts is more of Walking Dead with puzzles, where you make decisions, so to speak, but stuff is done for you, and it's much more linear than Child of Light, if that makes sense. Like, it's more storytelling than it is gameplay based, with the exception of the puzzles. So if that's what you're into, check it out. Good art, good music, good story, good history. I like that game a lot.
And if anybody wants to know what it's like to drive in Utah, just play that game.
Yeah.
That part of the game cracked me up that you were playing, David.
Oh, yeah.
Rad is right on. The music and that, I was laughing my head
Oh, I know.
off.
It's like classical music. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice transition phase, too, because that was a nice mix-up from what I was doing. You know what I mean? So very well done. I hope they go on to make another one of these types of games. I hope this isn't it, because I definitely think there's something there. So it's a good foundation to start with.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, with that, I did not load up the music for our next segment. Wait, I got it. Do-do-do, that means it's discussion time, everybody. Sorry, everyone.
That was
That's
I think I have that tone on my phone.
It reminded me of like
It's my ringtone.
classic Superman.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, there we go.
The credits swooshing through the screen. I'm pumped.
Yeah, let's do this. So discussion time. Let's go through some emails. There was really no real questions, just points made in the emails, but those points brought some questions to mind. The first one came from Kenny, who actually emailed us last week. Kenny, I have no idea where he's from. We'll call him Kenny from the interwebs. He basically brought up the point, and he said, my friend raves about DayZ, and he asked, do you think DayZ will come to Xbox One? And I think, for the most part, probably not at this point. I mean, maybe eventually, but as of right now, I don't think. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah, I don't. If it does, it's not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like not this year, not next year.
Oh, not anytime.
We're talking about DayZ.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't DayZ still in alpha?
Yeah, it's not even.
So I mean, it's not even full release on the PC.
Yeah. So my thoughts on this: never, absolutely. I mean, at the rate they're going,
never.
no,
Yeah.
never.
But
I think because of the popularity, we'll see spin-offs of such games maybe on the console.
of course.
But other than that, I don't think we'll ever see it.
Anyway, so I knew that we would all be united because I know us that well. Anyways, but this brought up another question, because basically he was saying I'm a little bit jealous because my friend keeps raving about it, right? But I had someone ask me this at work, and this goes kind of along with it. He has a PC, and he wants to know, why should I buy an Xbox One? And I think that's a good discussion to have. What do you tell someone? What are the differences? What are the benefits, the pros and cons? I mean, we all know when push comes to shove, the PC is the gaming device. You can do more, you can customize it, everything. But why should someone get an Xbox One? Mr. McSpicy, please. I knew that you would have a
have an
passionate
opinion here?
opinion on this. Yes.
The obvious answer is price. The console is, you get the bells and whistles for an Xbox One. It's still more than half the cost of a decent gaming PC. So, obvious answer is price. Beyond that, it's ease of use. Whenever you get into a PC, it's a lot better nowadays than what it used to be several years ago, but you still have glitches that can appear. Like, for example, my gaming PC has 3 monitors for work. I bought it for work, and I also bought it for gaming. That 3-monitor setup, some games don't support that. And so I have to go into some tech savvy, I don't know what you would call it, but I have to I have to go search forums to try to get around that obstacle. Whereas, obviously, you don't have 3 monitors on an Xbox or anything like that. I mean, the range of PCs you can buy will dictate the complexity
Of your
What am I trying
issues.
to Yeah, so it's just there's so many different hardware for PC that game developers have to, there's more possibilities for complications on PC, which means there's more chances you're going to have to figure out how to get the game to function correctly.
Yeah.
Whereas a console, it's plug and play.
Yeah, Rad like my dad. How about you? What? And now let's be clear. We are all PC gamers on here. We also have an Xbox One, and so we've created X1 Bros. But we're all about the Steam sales. We play. So we have a pretty good experience using both. So Rad like my dad. Why should someone get an Xbox One? What do you personally enjoy about the Xbox One? Maybe different features or whatnot that maybe perhaps the PC doesn't have.
Having a couch.
Hey, very good point.
Yeah, that is a great
it
point.
is true.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons is you can. I feel like I can relax more playing the Xbox One than I can a PC. Another is price, definitely price. Like I bought myself a nice desktop, but I still have a crappy graphics card in it, so I'm playing games on Steam and stuff at low to medium settings. And really, that's not exactly what you want to do with a PC. Like I might as well be playing an Xbox if I have a crappy graphics card. But
Yeah, no. Great points, both those. I think there cannot be enough emphasis on sitting back and relaxing on your couch and playing a game, because sometimes hunched over on a desk, it gives me back problems. Jort the Man, let's bring you into this conversation. What about you?
Well, I got a few things. So, I was actually asked this question a lot when the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were coming out. I had people at work asking me like, "Hey, what should I get? Should I get PlayStation 4 or Xbox One?" But whatever, right? But going to the PC and stuff, what I think it really comes down to is, well, not really comes down to, but one of the biggest things is exclusives.
Yeah.
What do you want more? Do you want to play Halo more, or do you want to play Warcraft more? What do you want more, right? I think that's what it comes down to. I think I agree a lot with both you guys. I like what Mark said, plug and play. It's just easy. It's easier, like you said. We've played Arma, and I don't know why, but I have problems every single time I load up that game, right?
Arma
and it's
3,
just
yeah.
Arma 3. I don't know what it is. We're doing it through mods. And that's another thing I'm actually jealous that the PC does have. So that's PC has more moddable thing, which is cool and stuff. I think it really depends on your preference and also the genre of the game. And I know they're trying to do it with Elder Scrolls, but like MMOs are built for a keyboard, right?
Yeah,
Real-time
absolutely.
strategy games are built for
Absolutely.
a keyboard.
Yeah.
First-person shooters, yes, the mouse is, I guess, the most precise, but and I'm going to get a lot for this. I actually prefer the controller when I play first-person shooters. I know everybody says the mouse is better, but I like the feel of a gamepad when I play first-person shooters. And another thing, a friend of mine who I play Xbox with a lot, he brought up the point. He has a real good gaming PC. He's a PC guy. He bought Titanfall for the PC, and he told me one time, he says, "Man, I'm so jealous of you that you got it for the Xbox One." And I asked him why. I guess the PC version of that game, he said he waited 20 minutes to be put in one match one time. it took forever. It's not as popular, and I don't know if that's for all games, but I mean, because of how popular the 360, the PlayStation 3, and the new consoles are, do you guys think, I mean, maybe some games, when they come out on all platforms like that, the PC won't be as popular, especially with multiplayer? Titanfall being the case in one of them. Obviously, there's a lot more Titanfall players on the Xbox than there is the PC.
I think that's kind of a unique scenario. Well, maybe not. When you play if you are quote unquote a gamer and quote unquote a PC gamer and you play first person shooters, more than likely you're going to play CS:GO. So, which Counter-Strike. That's the go-to I mean, that's the majority of the audience that plays first-person shooters. So when a new first-person shooter is introduced into that, I would say mature market, we'll call it that, it's not going to do nearly as well. Where and the console, I mean, it's just there's a bigger audience that will accept a new first-person shooter.
Yeah, there's a wider range of players, right?
Well, because I was really shocked when he told me that. He said, and it's always like that. You're waiting 20 minutes to get into a game. It's just really hard. So I mean, I don't know if that's goes along with this, but why? But my main thing is why I would buy an Xbox, and this has always been why I buy an Xbox. Is one, it's just the one thing. Exclusives. I like the exclusive games that they put out via Gears of War, Halo. I mean, when I think Xbox, I think the best first-person shooters on the planet and one of the best multiplayer systems there is. And I like first-person shooters. Well, I mean, let's just say shooters because Gears of War is a third-person shooter. But anyway.
Hey, Jordan, are you clicking a pen? Are you clicking a pen?
Oh, sorry.
We have a guest on our show. His name is Penn. You guys have probably been hearing him this whole time.
No, that helps him. That's his thinking. Yeah, come on, David.
Yeah, I threw it over there. So.
Get silent. No, I think that's a great point. Games that you can only get on an Xbox One or a console, right?
Although that I don't think is going. I mean, Microsoft is now releasing when they say exclusives.
It's also Microsoft. It's Microsoft exclusive, yeah.
So that goes to PC more often than not.
So to summarize it and moving on, kind of what we've all said, the ease of access, less problem. I mean, you plug and play. You put it in, it works like it's supposed to. There are downsides to that, of course, but that is also an upside. The portability and ease of sitting on your couch and relaxing with a controller is nice. Jordan likes it because he likes using a controller in certain instances and playing certain games with the controller, so he just uses the Xbox. And last but not least, my opinion.
Well, price. Don't forget price.
Oh, price. Yeah, Mark also said price. And I just wanted to mention that something that no one mentioned that actually, Mark, you made me think about last night was sports games. Sports games are built for consoles. Hardly anyone plays sports games on there, and so if you're into sports games, Xbox One is where it's at, or the PlayStation, of course. But we're on the Xbox, so that's what we talk about. The Xbox One is where it's at for sports games. So there are games that are built for a console, sports games being one of them.
Except for Link's Golf.
Except for Link's Golf, yes.
1998 Link's Golf. Also, your PC is kind of like your backwards compatibility console in a way. Like, look at your Steam sales. You can buy Batman Arkham City.
True.
I can't get it on my Xbox One, but you can buy it for $5 on Steam. There you go.
To an extent, the range is a lot bigger. I know a lot of the Steam games I can't play, and I didn't realize it because they're only Windows XP, or these are games that are old, and I'm like, yay, $1. I'm buying this. I don't care. So to an extent, there's a lot more backwards compatibility too. I might also add on the ease of use. I think some games, and I'm going to give a case in point here. Skyrim is a game that's on PC, but it's obvious that the interface was meant for the console.
For a controller, yeah.
Another game would be Defiance.
Yeah, good
when you
point.
have a wheel, it's for a controller.
So I
built-in wheel.
So I guess it depends on like Jordan said, it depends on the game and what kind of gamer you are. It's easily to swing to an Xbox One. Price, comfortable, games that are made for it, exclusives.
Oh, sorry. Just let's. So moving on. I just wanted to get this second question in here today. Comes from Ryan Lecomte or Lecomte. I'm sure it's French, so I'm pronouncing it completely wrong.
Le boom.
But he basically brings up the point that Bungie basically started and got its fame via the Xbox, and he wants to know how all of us feel that it seems like Destiny is on the PS4 first, i.e. the beta, stuff like that. So we'll start with Jordan because I'm sure he has an opinion on this.
Well, so I mean, I've been a Bungie fan forever. I think they make solid games. But the friend I was talking about, he's also a huge Bungie fan, and I actually asked him the same exact question. And we kind of came to the conclusion: everybody who owns an Xbox knows who Bungie is, right? I mean,
Yeah, of course.
They invented Halo, right? They're the guys, this is my opinion. It might be different. I think the reason they're on the Sony stage, they're doing the beta early for Sony, and stuff like that. I think it's just to get their name out there for the Sony people. Because Sony has never had a Bungie game. Never, ever. I mean, they've known what Halo is, but I mean, this is, in a way, uncharted territory for Bungie. So I think, in my opinion, I mean, maybe they've struck a deal with Sony and stuff like that, and they just want to do something different.
Well, it's obviously a business move.
Yeah, I mean, they've probably struck a deal with Sony and just want to do something different because they've been with Microsoft.
So let me ask you this, and I think this was what Ryan was getting at because he wrote this whole letter to Bungie, and he feels like he was stabbed in the back. Do you feel that way with Bungie?
Sometimes I feel like they're forgetting the Xbox people.
That's a good way to put it. Mm-hmm.
Then I think to myself, I don't think they are, because anybody who loved Halo Reach was one of the best Halo games, in my opinion, right? And Bungie did a fantastic job with that game, other than, I won't get into that. But anyway, I think everybody who knows who Bungie is, which is pretty much everybody on the Xbox, is going to buy that game anyway. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel... I don't know. Sometimes I do feel a little forgotten.
Yeah, I think let's move to Mark Haywood on this question. But before I do, I think Six brings up a good point in chat. She says, I think it's more Activision, because Activision is the publisher.
Yeah.
With Sony than it is Bungie. But Mark, what are your thoughts on Bungie? This Xbox icon, not moving solely to PlayStation, but
no, they're still console
giving
based.
So-called favoritism to PlayStation, or it's a business move, we know, but for some diehard fans, they're offended at this move.
Yeah, I don't think I'm offended. I don't know if conflicted is the right word. If this is how Bungie needs to mature, I don't know. Let's consider it like a music band that you've loved since the 90s, and now their music sucks, or whatever it is. Whether you like it or not, the company needs to grow, or they have to develop somehow. And if they feel as though they've hit the point where they can no longer progress, I guess, in their current state. Did you want to mention something, Jordan? It looks like
it's like you just made me think of it, but it seems like Bungie has a foundation with Microsoft. And this kind of feels like they're trying to build a foundation with Sony.
Yeah, if this
makes sense.
If this is how, whether we'll put it back into the music idea. If this is, if they need to go more poppy, if their music's going to mature more, or whatever it is, if this is how they feel that they need to grow their company or mature as a developer, I want to support it. I guess it's hard to say if it'll work for them or not. I don't think it's pissing me off. I don't think it's offending me. They're still releasing for the Xbox, So
yeah.
It's just, I think this is just how they're maturing as a company, and as long as we don't get forgotten, like Jordan feels that way. I don't feel like that's happening yet, but I don't know if we're not forgotten and they grow to make more. Even greater games and even greater, IPs or whatever, then I support it.
Benefit. Yeah, absolutely. Red, like my dad. Any thoughts on this topic, or?
I have a few, but I don't know. First, I just think that it kind of sounds like Xbox users are whipped. but not really. You know,
How
it was just
so?
a joke. But
Okay.
well, because think about it, Jordan. Is this going to change your mind on pre-ordering it?
No, no. I mean, I haven't pre-ordered. I think the reason I'm doing it is because I think Bungie is an excellent company.
Yeah.
They make solid games.
You know it's
and
going to be a good game.
They
anyways.
treat their players. Every Halo game I've bought, if they patch it right away, the servers are for the most part always good. I don't think that's going to end. That's why I think just because they're new to Sony, I think it's more of a get your name out there to the Sony people.
Yeah,
But
I think so too. I think they're just putting their foot in the door and trying to build their name throughout Sony, trying to get more Sony fans to play their game.
Yeah.
Because really, it is. It's a Microsoft
well, this is
game
the
before,
first
right?
game, the first game in 14 years that'll from Bungie that will be released on all platforms
all
instead of just
platforms?
Xbox. So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
So
think
it's business.
I think when you talk next generation, you talk new generation. You're going to get a new generation of players. So I think Rad, like my dad's comment, he kind of represents that new generation of players in the respect that he wasn't necessarily with Bungie from the beginning like many of us were, so he doesn't have those loyalties, and these new kids coming up into this new generation also won't have these loyalties,
Yeah.
and that's the new. I mean, that's revenue. So I think that's a good perspective, or a perspective to look at it from. Anyways.
And I trust Bungie. Like Jordan said, it's one of his favorite developers. It's one of mine, too. I trust him. I don't think we're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
I really don't.
No, I
I
don't think that's their style. I mean, this is the company that when Halo 2 was doing LAN parties, the developers went out to the players' houses and played with them, and they were shocked at how, I mean, this is. I think they're good. They're very good to their community. I don't think we'll be forgotten. I honestly think this is just they're just trying to. They have a foundation with Xbox, and they're trying to get into a new.
Do you think the contrapositive of this is Naughty Dog? If Naughty Dog were to give first come content to the Xbox and move over.
Oh my gosh! If that happens, I would be the happiest man alive.
You would be, but how would the PlayStation fans? Would they be outraged?
wanna
Would
say
they
this on
feel
the air,
stabbed in
but
the back? Go ahead, say what you have to say. We are.
Well,
all
I'm just saying.
friends here.
I think Naughty Dog is Sony's last
Oh,
stronghold. You know what I mean? Like that.
And
put it
let
this way,
the emails begin.
I will buy that whole console for that developer.
I see what you're saying.
I
Okay.
envy
They're the game
the
right
Naughty
now.
Dog
yeah.
is
having
so
Naughty
good.
Dog.
Yeah, Naughty
They are
Dog is
great
an
Excellent
developer.
company.
Yeah.
And same thing for them. But like we know who Naughty Dog is because we have friends that have PlayStations. We've had PlayStations ourselves over the years. We know who Naughty Dog is. But someone like Mark, you've never had a PlayStation in your life. Do you know who Naughty Dog is? Red like my dad.
We hit a PlayStation 1.
I had a PS.
Oh, you have
Well, that was
okay, never mind.
before
Sorry. My bad.
the
My
Naughty
bad.
Dog time.
Well, Naughty Dog did Crash Bandicoot and all those back in the day. So.
Oh yeah.
they're such a. I mean, the games that they release are just outstanding.
But I
So-
think that's the contrapositive. You'd have many PlayStation fans that would feel
It,
stabbed
well,
in the back.
it's jealousy. That's what it
Same-
is.
yeah.
Same with Naughty Dog, though. I mean, never being on this console before, they want to get their name out there. You know,
Yeah.
they want to get their
Yeah,
foot in
they
the
would-
door.
they would
Just
do-
like
They would do
Can
similar
I
things.
can
Absolutely.
I can I say something bold and say, fanboys won't like this move, but true gamers will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the title of our last podcast? Got a lot of heat from fanboys because the title was "Fanboys Aren't Gamers." Gamers love games, so if more people can game it up, then it's better for our community as a whole.
And like I said, I envy the PS4 owners for the new Naughty Dog games. They're such a good company.
Yeah.
If they ever go like multi-platform, that'd be one of the greatest days of my life.
Okay, with that, before we get to our next topic of discussion, which is a segment that we're bringing back, a kind of get to know your maker, you get to know your peeps, your X1 bros. Anyways, I just wanted to throw a thank you out there to what is? Oh, come on. He's in chat.
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster.
B.
Toastmaster. Man, I had chat closed, so I didn't see it. But to Toastmaster B, Toastmaster B donated money to us so that we could purchase for our Couchcast some games, in particular Outlast. He wants to see us do. So, big thank you. I think we
cool.
all should throw him an X1 wave, X Bros waves. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks, Toastmaster. That's
So
awesome.
next week's Couchcast will be Outlast. So
Cool.
strap
I'm
on,
there.
strap on your screaming voice, and
I'll bring a
come join
blanket to
us.
hide under.
Yeah, we should all turn off the lights and get really close to the screen.
Yeah.
And let's hold hands.
Exactly. Exactly. So big thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster out there. If any of you guys
That's
would
so
like,
nice. Thank
That's
you.
cool.
if any of you guys would like to email us, you can at x1bros or info@x1bros.com. Info@x1bros.com. You can contact us. Facebook, Twitter, anything. We love getting emails from you guys. You guys really do drive the discussion. Question before we get to that I thought of because of Valiant Hearts. Art style. Valiant Arts, the art style of Valiant Hearts is something that I really enjoyed. And I want to know what everyone's favorite art style is in gaming. For me, I love the hand-painted look, watercolor look that was Child of Light. I really like the vibrant colors that come out of that. So so far on this console, that's my favorite art style. But overall, what is your favorite art style in gaming? Let's start with Jordan the Man on this one.
Oh, don't start with me,
Okay.
man. I gotta,
Okay. Who would like to go first?
Why
Let's
you gotta
take
ask such hard
volunteers.
questions,
Mr.
man?
McSpicy, and I think I know what you're going to say.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I have
let's
an
see if I'm
idea.
right. Let's see if
I
I'm
know
right.
what
Go ahead.
I know what he's not gonna say.
Oh, I know what he's not going to say too, but I think I know what he's going to say. Let's see.
I'm gonna say you guys have.
Wait, can I
there's
guess? Can I guess before you say?
Oh, sure.
You like the 8 and 16-bit art style?
If I were to okay, that's a great answer, and yes, that would be my answer. But I also want to say you gave that since art is such a broad term. I'm going to say my favorite art style is music in games. So I don't know if that was the question you were looking for. 8-bit music in particular, or not 8-bit, but pixel. What do they call it? Chiptunes, kind of a.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely.
I absolutely like the music, and it's kind of like chill trance music. You'll hear me play that all the time on my stream. But FTL, Super Meat Boy is not chill, but it's awesome music. Denny Baranowski did that music, amazing. All forms of music and gaming help me immerse myself in the game, and I think that's going to be my answer. Although I have a particular nostalgic
Love.
I don't know, love. Thank you. Absolute love for just the pixel art. It is so good.
Yes,
I'm
that
playing
is.
1001 Spikes, and I just have a grin on my face, and it pisses me off, but I'm still smiling. So I love music, FTL, Dust Force, all these, and it's funny. I don't want to bring this up and drag this conversation to a tangent, but I feel as though the greatest music right now is in the independent scene, as far as game development. And I've talked about before in podcasts why that is. I'm trying to figure out why that is. I think there's more creative liberties in independent gaming, and I think the talent is leaning towards that avenue to publish their music, but.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so I would say music.
Music,
That's a good
his
one.
favorite
Yeah.
art style. That is a good one. Let's go to Rad Like My Dad for this one. What about yourself there?
I think one of the games that really caught my eye when I first started playing it was Borderlands.
Okay.
Oh,
The
shell-
colors from
the
it, the
shell
kind
shade.
of cartoony, it's
yeah,
kind of,
which is controversial too, because a lot of people don't like that. But I mean,
I
you either
love
like
it.
you like it or hate it. So
Yeah, I love it. I think it's the colors mostly, just how vibrant and how cool it is. It's different. It was something completely different that I hadn't played before. That kind of look and.
Yeah, shell shade. That is true. You either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between on that when it
Yeah.
comes to opinions on shell shade. Excellent. So we've got a wide variety of taste here in art styles. Nice. Jordan the Man, how about you?
Oh, okay. So there's so many games look so good. You know what I mean? It's hard to choose. I do like the serious art styles, such as like Gears of War and Halo and all that. But
the gritty, I would describe.
yeah,
that
a
maybe as
gritty, maybe a gritty, serious. But I'm gonna say this. It kind of goes along the line with Red Like My Dad's art style, but the new, and I'm sorry this is an Xbox game, but we're gamers, so it counts.
You're gonna say
The
you're gonna say
new-
WildStar, aren't you?
The new Zelda.
Oh, the new Zelda. That does look
It's
pretty.
it's like a Borderlands mixed with anime, but still serious. It looks so good.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's what it is. It's like Child of Light, Borderlands, and anime combined. Really,
Yeah,
I mean that's.
but it still has the thing like Borderlands. At certain times, it's kind of like Mark. What's your name, Mr. McSpicy doesn't like.
Hey, nice to meet you.
It's been a week.
Doesn't like World of Warcraft because it's got that cartoony feel.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And Borderlands at certain points can have that cartoony feel,
Well-
but with this
well-
whole trailer, it was a serious.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But it's such a cool. I don't know what to call it, but
Yeah,
it's a
well,
cool
I think
art
what you're like the shell shade, like a Borderlands game is harsh. Like there's harsh colors
Well,
there.
they have those like dark lines around
and
their
Zelda,
body. You know what I mean?
and Zelda, that Zelda one, it was much more a soft. It was a
There you go. That's how
softer-
to put it. A soft, serious.
Yeah.
Also, I'll link a screenshot of actual in games. I just
He'll
like.
link.
I
He'll
really
link.
like the art style of the new Zelda game. I don't know quite what it's called, so forgive me, but I think I'm gonna go with that for my
Cool.
favorite
No,
art
I
style.
like that. I think it kind of shows our different personalities, our different tastes, and everybody has their. I think it's interesting that nobody chose realism, the realistic art style. And
Naughty Dog's Last of Us, I like. That's very real.
yeah, well, but I think the reason is because realism it's a moving scale. It's always changing. Like what was real what looked real on the Nintendo 64 looks crappy today. You know what I mean? And so I think that it doesn't have the staying power that these other art styles
like
that all of us
realism.
listed had.
It's not. I don't know how to say it. It's not new. I guess maybe it's not. I mean, yes,
It's not refreshing. Like
it's art, but like I'm looking at my door and it's real looking. You know what I mean? And if I had a real looking game, it's just kind of the same
Well,
thing. I don't
comparing
know,
it
it's
to
not-
real life, it's never going to be real until it's real, right? I mean, you're never going to.
I mean, I like that's what I meant as like the serious art style, like a Halo. Or I like that art style, but something that really catches my eye would be something like the new Zelda game.
Yeah, cool. Well, that was good. All right, on to. Let's get to know us a little bit better. You guys have been with us now for.
Oh, that wasn't the get to know us question.
No,
I totally
no.
thought that was the. Okay.
That's a good one though.
Okay, I'm ready.
No, you guys have got to listen to us all for 15 podcasts now. How well do you really know us? That's the big question. And before we leave, let's get to know us a little bit better. So, the question today: if you could be immortal for a day, what would you do? Immortal. You cannot die. One thing. You can pick one thing that you would do. What would you do? Anything. Do 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 do.
Can you still feel
What
pain?
kind of question is this?
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like a
Okay,
gameplay.
mine. You want to know what mine would be? I would like to be blown up to know what it feels like. So
Well,
I could
that's
be
my
like,
question. Do you feel pain still?
oh, of course, it's like a Highlander. You still feel pain, you just don't
Well,
die.
that's what I would. I'd go kill all the other immortal people. And take that.
There can only be one.
Yeah, no, I think I would do something like walk through fire, or I'd do something that you could never do again. Like you're only immortal once. Let's do it. Let's destroy myself just to see. I'd jump out of a plane without a parachute.
No, I'd okay.
Well, okay. Do you like, for example, say I jump out of a plane with a parachute? Am I gonna feel that the next morning? You know what I mean? That's what can you still feel pain? That's what I don't.
I
know.
don't. Okay, let's say for argument's sake that immortal means you feel no pain either. You are the immortal phenom.
You're
Or
the girl from
Or it happens to you,
Heroes.
Yeah. Well, she even still felt pain, I thought, right?
I don't know.
But you are immortal. I would do something like that. Something. I would jump from a plane. I would get blown. I'd hold a grenade in my hand and be like, "Let's do this," just to see what it's like, right? Or
What?
dude, I think that'd be so cool. I don't know why. You can call me a freak. I think that would be cool.
You know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna say this. I want to get sponsored by Red Bull, go up like 3 miles in the sky, and waddle out of a parachute thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, see, people in chat, Marauder says jump off a building or stand in front of a train. Yeah, see, feel like if you're gonna be immortal, let's feel immortal. Let's do stuff that mortals cannot do.
Okay.
I would become a vigilante.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say
Batman.
that.
It's like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan, David's gonna become.
Be Batman. I'm with him.
I'm gonna go and try and kill myself. Basically, Jordan is gonna be a vigilante. Red like my dad. How about you?
I want to be a vigilante too. That'd be awesome because you just keep going at it and just.
Or I guess you could like. Oh, never mind. I wouldn't do anything.
At first I thought I'd want to see if I could fly, and just like.
Just
go
because
really
flying,
high up
that's
and
why I
then
like
see if I could fly.
you
but
just get to fear a
I
bar
think a
fight.
vigilante would be more fun.
Gus Lopez in chat said a bar fight. That is hilarious.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's a good one.
Mr.
Yeah,
McSpicy.
is it my turn?
Yeah. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I'd go to Aperture Science and figure something out that they can do with me. I have no idea. I don't know. You guys took some good ones.
What about be shot into space and orbit around Earth just as your body? That'd be cool.
Yeah, shot into the.
And then come back down.
And then come back down into the ocean.
Yeah, I like that. Or no, I'll swim at the bottom of the ocean with James Cameron. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, someone said explore sunk. Oh, MMA. Explore sunken ships.
Yeah, I'll go down with James Cameron. We'll have whatever. We'll have a party down there. I would be a sea
Ooh,
explorer.
6 got a good one. I'd jump into a volcano. It would be cool to see what's down there.
My brain doesn't think this
That's
direction.
I would reenact like my favorite movie scenes, like Volcano, Mount Doom.
Oh yeah,
I
all
just drop
4 of
a ring
us.
in there,
That'd be cool,
and then I
man.
jump after it.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
That would be cool.
By the way, I found out that Rad Like My Dad has the best Smeagol impersonation I've ever heard.
Oh, he does. Let's for the people out there. Let's hear it.
Precious.
Go more than that. Go more than that. You were saying
Get into it.
sentences-
Get into it, baby.
But you don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. You're a thief. Murderer.
He was doing that at our couch cast last night, and I was on like a sugar high with all these candy, and I was laughing my head off.
That is so funny. Anyways, with that, I think when we get to this stage and we start talking Schmeagol, I think it's time to end the podcast.
He doesn't think that direction, David. That was wow.
That was a fun time. So, Vigilante, Jordan.
Wait, I would be a villain.
Vigilante.
Oh, Mr. McSpice, or
I'd
Red
be
Like My
the
Dad would be a
villain.
villain. Mr.
And then
Mc...
Jordan would have to come and vigilante me.
Mr. McSpicy would end up.
He's
We'd
very
fight.
He doesn't take-
I just mean he'd have to chase me down, and we'd have like a mortal fight.
He'd have to vigilante.
Except it wouldn't be a mortal fight.
Hey, Jordan, come and
Okay.
vigilante me.
Bad choice of words.
My dad
Very bad. Sorry, that was Smeagol talking. That wasn't me.
me. Oh man.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Anyways, okay, it's time to get out of here. What is everyone up to? I'll start. This week we are putting forth. We're putting forth. We're forthwith a calendar that will be up on Sunday. It will have our schedule for the next month. Every month we will put up that calendar. It will include everything. All of our podcast times, all of our stream times, individual and couch casts, and any other little projects that we're working on. So this is the first month. It'll be up by Sunday night on the website x1bros.com. So if you have if you want to know what we're up to for the week, you'll be able to go there. We're going to do it 1 month in advance every month, starting with the month of July. So take a look at it to find out what we're up to this week.
Did you also mention that calendar will include community game nights? And
Oh,
everything?
well, yeah, everything. Sorry, I didn't mention that actually. So community games.
I think that's what people want to know is when they can play with us.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, and we will have community game nights on there and the whole shot. So take a look at it, the calendar, x1bros.com. Rad Like My Dad, what are you up to this week?
I'm getting my fast internet on Tuesday.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo!
So I'm going to streaming Wednesday 3 to 4:30 Mountain Time p.m. So I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but I don't know because I have all the options now. I can do whatever I want. But so Wednesday this week, and then after that it'll be Tuesday, Wednesdays. But I am going to be doing that. Yeah. So you can check me out at Twitch, Twitter, and gamertag, Rad Like My Dad. And yeah, and if you guys want me to look for game deals, let me know, and I'll check them out for you.
Nice. That's
You can let him know on Twitter, or they could probably even email him at info@x1bros too, yeah?
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely, and we will get that onto him. Jordan the Man, how about you? Well, you've been gone for a week, so you got some catching up to do.
I'm back.
He's back.
So, get ready for Facebook posts and all that good stuff. Okay, so you can find me on Twitch at JordanMan_X1Bros, and then on Twitter at JordanMan_XOB, and then on the Xbox as JordanMan. Feel free to add me, and I'll add you back. But I will be streaming. I don't know what yet, but I will be streaming every Wednesday from this point forward. So this Wednesday, it's either I haven't worked it out yet, but it's either going to be from 9:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to whenever I get tired, or 10:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to whenever I get tired.
That's a good time. Whenever I get
so. And as Mr. McSpicy knows, that could be quite a while. So a lot of
Since he
fun
doesn't
stuff going
sleep.
on.
Nice.
But yeah, and I also want to remind everybody, I'm going to remind everybody every week until it happens, you need to sign up for the Fable beta, because I have ideas in my head that are like community plays, and it's just going crazy. So
it's
Done
crazy.
and
It's
done.
crazy
yeah,
up there.
and I know there's a lot of people that keep asking, when are we going to do it again, because we did one Titanfall a while back. That is definitely going to be one. I'm a huge Fable fan. I think that game looks really fun, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is just sign up with an email.
And
It's that
that's
easy.
part
So
of
just-
the reason we're putting up this calendar, so that we can
Yeah.
have more community plays, and there's
So-
one space to go, so we don't always have to announce it ahead of time, stuff like that, or try and work it out. It's just a set time. Everyone's there. Mr. McSpicy, what about you? What will you be up to this week? What will you be playing?
I stream every Monday now. That's my go-to time. So this Monday I will stream probably 1001 Spikes again. So if you want to come hear good music, which is what I think is good music, and just hang out and chat with me, it'll be, I think I'm going to start 7:30 Mountain Standard, and I think that's going to make it, that's going to be permanent. So this Monday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard. Join me for my stream of 1001 Spikes if you want. I will also be playing throughout the week, probably Titanfall, because the new DLC, and Watch Dogs, Hearthstone, StarCraft. I mean, I'm going to game it up. So.
The huge.
The huge.
If you want to game with me, I know one of our listeners contacted me when I was watching her stream, actually. Six, you are awesome. And if
Yes.
you want to game with me, just send me a message on Xbox Live, and if I am available, I'll happily join you. It's Mr. McSpicy, or tweet me at Mr. McSpicy. And my Twitch is Mr. McSpicy. But contact me. I'd love to game with you guys, all you listeners. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Myself, I will be streaming Tuesday. I will be streaming Valiant Hearts, and then I'm probably going to stream on Wednesday again, just like I did this week. And if I haven't beaten Valiant Hearts, I will probably stream that again. Or I really have this MMO itch, and I don't know where it's come from, but I'm scratching it, and I'm scratching it with WildStar. So if any of you are into MMOs, Jordan just picked up his copy of WildStar and showed it on camera for those of you listening. But cracked me up. He was really fast with that too. It's like it was planned almost. But yeah, so I will be playing that as well. I might stream it. I might not. But let me know if you're on there at me. But yeah, definitely Valiant Hearts this week. I will be streaming both those, and then our couch cast will be Thursday. And this week it's 4th of July, so we will. It'll be an early. You'll be able to see it on the calendar, but it'll be an early podcast. It'll still be Friday, the 4th of July, but it'll be at noon. So check us out for those of you who jump into chat Friday at noon. Most of you guys should have the day off, listeners. So please join us in chat if you haven't had the opportunity to join us before. We would love to have you. Anything I missed? Oh, YouTube. Check out the video of the Couchcast, last week's Couchcast with Mr. McSpicy and Jort the Man. Head over there, X1 Bros on YouTube. It is hilarious. You want a good time? You want to laugh? Check that out.
Can I set this up? Jordan the Man, and Mr. McSpicy are both, when it comes to fighting games, button mashers. And UFC is not a button masher game. So when we went head to head, it was hilarious.
I don't like to lose.
He doesn't like to lose, and I just hated when Jordan kept hugging me. So it's a pretty good video. It's funny.
that.
This
yeah,
is just it's just
I
a
can't
little.
wait till Mortal Kombat comes out because at least I'm good at that game.
It's a good time. And we're gonna be putting more videos up on YouTube of our couch casts because there are definitely highlights to our evenings.
They're funny.
In the
They're
couch
really
cast.
they're way fun.
So let's get out of here. Don't forget to go onto iTunes. Everyone that has, thank you very much. Go onto iTunes and rate us, X1 Bros. Like us, subscribe to us on Facebook. Also, there's a community page on Facebook made by one of our members where he gets good discussions going. Tokyo Rose is his name. Look up, so when you type in X1 Bros, 2 pages will come up on Facebook. I actually just did it today myself to see. His is the community one. Ours is just the page. So please go like both of those pages and be a part of both of them, and much appreciated. And great job. Shout out to Tokyo Rose. He's done a great job with that.
Yeah,
So,
good job. That's cool.
and tonight, leading us out of here is a specialty MMA. One of friends of the show, also known as Makana Royale, has remixed some old games for us, and so we're gonna let his awesome music end the show for us. Anyone want to guess which? Oh, Mark, want to guess which one I picked?
Punch Out.
Heck yeah!
That was my
Punch
favorite
Out,
one.
baby. It's so good. Anyways, MMA, nice job, Makana Royale. Everybody,
cool, man.
go over to his YouTube channel. Check out his music. We really appreciate him sending us these remixes. So we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the song, everyone.